Oh my God. Let's read some words.
Nistuff.
Hey, what's up? So, Hulks. I got him, and you want to see him. Hopefully. So let's do it. First up, the old one. He's got those traditional purple ripped up pants. Everything seems in order, right? But he's also got a horrible yellow shirt. Ew, right? And even worse than that, you press his little doodad, and he flexes his chest and shirt apart. It's pretty weird, right? His arms and legs are cast in like a soft vinyl-y material, so the kids don't hurt themselves with
Hulk rage.
This thing really kind of sucks, but I've actually got like a lot of memories tied up in it. Like I remember the exact Christmas I got him. Basically what I'm saying is he sucks, but he's my nostalgic Christmas Hulk. Next up, Marvel Selects. He's big. He's got terrible paint. The sculpt's pretty bad too. He's got horrible teeth and a very predominant triangle crotch. It's weird, right? But he was my main Hulk for a while, mainly because he was big. But now that there's other big options, he's totally going in the crap pile. Sorry, bud. Next up, this whole other thing. So this is like a Play-Doh Hulk mold sort of thing. I've had it forever. I was a big Play-Doh kid back in the day. Before I was of school age, my daily routine started with Play-Doh time in the high chair. While waiting for breakfast. But it's in so much better condition than the Spider-Man one. So like, does that mean I liked the Hulk one more and didn't want to use it? Or I used the Spider-Man one until it was almost broken? You decide. Next up, the Tiny Jelly Hulk. I don't know where he's from, but I got a whole bag of them. I'm assuming they were like a blind box thing. He's got a hole in his butt, but it's like far too small for him to be a pencil topper. No idea, but he's pretty adorable. Next up, the Funko Pop Gingerbread Bobblehead Hulk. The cute train continues. Toot toot. Look at this guy. I know people have a lot of hang-ups and opinions about Funko Pops, but love them or hate them, I think we can all come together and just admit to ourselves that these gingerbread ones are some top-tier, dope-ass Funko Pops. Like, holy shit, I can't believe he's real. His purple shorts, the piped-on green details, it's just the best, man. I hope they keep making Pops in this style. It's a stroke of pure genius. Next up, Retro Marvel Legends Hulks. Gray and green, so these are pretty sweet. Done up in that classic 5 POA reaction style. Articulation's good, paint's all good, different head sculpts, which is unexpected, but very much appreciated. Love that they kept the Kenner logo on the packaging. They know what they're doing. These are just like a cheap little hidden nostalgia. They'd make a perfect stocking stuffer or something. I don't know. I'm not in charge of your life. Buy them if you want them. Here they are with some other figures. Great stuff. Next up, the big one. He's from that line of like big Marvel Legends figures. You know the ones. They weren't bad. They were just, not great. But he's got some impressive textures going on. And he's like real angry. It feels to me like a fusion between the comics version and the MCU version. I honestly can't believe they even made this thing. Here he is with some other figures from this big boy line. It's crazy, man. Next up, all the Marvel Legends ones. Okay, so like strap in, because it's going to be an awesome ride. Oh my God, my voice. So first up, the San Diego Comic-Con Hulk. I hate his dumb face and his dumb hairstyle. He almost looks like he's based off that yellow Hulk from Christmas. I mean, they kind of even got the same green going on. Same tiny head vibes too. It can't just be me that sees it, right? He came with a pipe I'll never use and some bonus hands. Next up, Red Hulk. He was a Target exclusive, I think. No pipe, but a much better head sculpt. Some extra hands. Also, much better paint, in my opinion. Do you think we'll ever see old Rossi turn into this in the MCU? Probably not, right? But if he does, I hope they let him keep the stash when he hulks out. It's a good look. Next up, the first appearance Wolverine Battle Showdown one. He comes with a funny rubber shirt and some hands. This one's probably my favorite. He's got a great two-tone green going on, and he came with a bonus weirdo Wolverine. Like, look at that face mask. Holy shit, poor guy. Next up, Grey Hulk. I love the caveman brow and the bowl cut. What a goddamn nerd, right? And hey, I'm sorry. I lied to you before because this one's definitely my favorite. Pipe, shirt, hands. Yeah, this one's the best. Next up, Professor Hulk. Check out that Ruffalo head. I'm proud of you, man. You finally made it. A decent, fairly affordable toy with your likeness. But yeah, this thing looks incredible. Compared to the comic version, look at all these realistic tones and textures. It's just beautiful. Like, can you believe these were made by the same company? No pipe, but he doesn't need it, right? Because he comes with a bonus Ruffalo head. Nice.
Just when you think it's almost over, there's fucking so many Hulks. Oh my God, help me.
Okay, next up, Outback Hulk. He looks incredible. I'm getting a slight whiff of small foot syndrome. but it's no big deal. He's got a beard, some sweet body paint, and some awesome arm wraps. He's looking like some kind of crazy Australian cryptid. You don't want to mess with Aussie Hulk, mate. I'm not going to use this. This is funny, though. You know, something you'd find deep in the bush, feeding off drop bears and dingoes, which is my new podcast, by the way. Feeding off drop bears and dingoes. New episodes every Thursday. Woohoo! Oh my God. Next up, Compound Hulk. Man, I never thought this thing would show up. I pre-ordered this from Walmart like 8 months ago, but I'm glad it finally showed up because look how impressive this is. Like, obviously, it's painted, but on first glance, what side would you think is painted? I personally thought the red side would be easier to paint since it doesn't have those gradients that the green side has, but no. The chest piece is molded in red. How crazy is that? Hasbro's killing it, man. Next up, the Marvel Universe one. This guy was like one of my favorites from that toy line. He doesn't have any of those dumb ball joint things that some of the other figures had. And honestly, I know it sounds silly, but a figure that didn't have those ball hips was like a true victory at the time. He's also like so detailed for his size. There's like an angry gray wash over his entire body, and it really makes him pop in a way that other Marvel Universe figures just didn't at the time. Next up, Maestro. I mean, what a goddamn triumph. Holy shit. Look at this fella. He's got a pretty healthy amount of gold here and there. I love the giant beard and windswept hair. The brown torn up pants are looking great. Articulation's all good, just like on the other big boys. And hey, there is that new Hulk that's done up in the Toy Biz style, but he doesn't come out till June. I can't wait that long to do this dumb video. When you feel the urge to do a Hulk video, you do it. I don't know where that came from. And lastly, the SheHulks. We got green and we got gray, and they're looking awesome. Again, we got a bit of a small foot syndrome going on. If you're gonna grow like 4 feet taller from gamma radiation, or like a Hulk blood transfusion, at least increase the footprint a bit, right? But aside from that, they're pretty great. I think I prefer the green version, mostly because she's got a non-pissed off head option. You can never go wrong with the bonus head option. Like, who's gonna turn down some free stuff? Oh yeah, I also got a little bit of Gladiator Hulk. Yep, and that's it. That's all of them I got. Hulks. It's not a bad batch of gamma junkies, right? But that's going to do it for now. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Leave a comment. Instagram, Twitter. You know what to do. All right. Bye. The winter air was crisp. The family was in the kitchen, eating and drinking, while I sat on the chair. Next up, the tiny. Are some They know what they're doing. 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 I don't know. I'm not in charge of your life. Buy them if you want them. What are you going to say? What am I going to do? What? I mean, they can't. Next up, Red Hulk. Okay, read it again. Next up, Red Hulk. And he came with a bonus and hey, sorry to backtrack, but I lied to you before because this one's definitely my favorite. No pipe. He doesn't need it though, because bonus oh my god. But he doesn't need it, right? Because he comes with a bonus babaloobaloo. You know, something that feeds off dingoes. You know, something you'd find deep in the bush, feeding off drop bears and dingoes, which is my new podcast, by the way. Feeding off drop bears and dingoes. Coming never. Feeding off drop bears and dingoes. Feeding up drop bears. Why is it southern? Feeding off drop bears and dingoes. Come on, mother. Get a little bit of dingo going. Oh my god. I'm going insane. You know, something feeding off dingoes deep in the bush. He doesn't have those dumb hip ball joints that some of the earlier Marvel universe. The ground. Nope. There's that new big Hulk. If you're going to grow like 4 feet taller from Greater Burger or like Hulkaburger. But again, we got a little bit of a foot small subidiboo. That's one of them I got. No, it's not a bad batch of gamma drunkies. This is an hour and 24-minute recording. I hope you enjoy. Thank you for clicking.